Hey guys, so today is a day that I've already explained this probably at the beginning of the video, so we're just gonna get started. It's a lazy day. This is what I would do if I had to go somewhere, but I had to go somewhere like really quick. And yeah, this is pretty much how I put on makeup now that I've been pregnant. I'm just lazy, so I'm gonna talk through because I haven't done talk through in a long time. So the first thing that I would do is still moisturize my face because my face is extremely dry. I already had dry skin, so it makes it worse being pregnant. So yeah, so it's very important to moisturize my face. And I'm going to use what you guys see me use in my Ipsy bag. It is the Organic Nourish little lotion here. And yeah, I'm gonna have to buy the big thing of this if I can find it because it was from my Ipsy bag. So I did put a lot. I mean, a lot of people are very, well, I'm gonna say light-handed with their products, but I try to get as much use out of them, and I'm not gonna skimp. My face is dry, so it's gonna be moisturized. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. The next thing that I would do is go ahead and start on my eyes. Now I picked this up from YouTube gurus out there because back in the day I would always put my foundation on first because I felt like that was the base. But I do see the benefit in doing your eyes first, and also I used to put my lashes on first and then do my eyeshadow. So I also started to reverse that as well and put the lashes on after the eyeshadow was done. I see the benefit in it. Any fallout, instead of it getting on my foundation, I can just go ahead and let it get on my face and I can wipe that off with a wipe. Okay guys, so the palette that I'm gonna work out of today is gonna be my Stila palette. And it just has a few colors in here. I got this when I was working at Sephora for the cheap. I got my discount, so it only came up to $7.50. Yeah, so I'm gonna use some neutral colors out of here. I would use my Naked too, but I'm so tired of using the same palette. I just want to get some use out of my other, some use out of my other palette. That's another thing with pregnancy, burping. All right, so let's go ahead and start working out of here. I'm gonna go to neutral eye, and so I'm gonna just take this all the way across the lid. Which color is, I'm using Starlight. Or is this Oasis? Yeah, I believe I'm using Starlight. The way they have them is crazy. I'm gonna take Starlight across my entire lid here. Of course, is just as pigmented as an Urban Decay palette, Urban Decay, but there are some very good palettes that are just as good as Urban Decay or better. However, Urban Decay does have that silky feeling that not everyone has, but this Stila and other Stila palettes absolutely does have that velvet feel. You see there is no talc look to it, powdery as one would say. Grace out of this palette. Just gonna use Grace down here. I'm gonna make sure to blend out all those lines. Neutral eye on a typical business natural kick, but on a not so loud and wild look. I've been on my Mrs. Rogers neighborhood type thing, you see me. Next I'm gonna go ahead and use something out of my Naked 3 palette, and I think I'm gonna take the color Fell Apart when I got it, like all of the doggone eyeshadows just started falling out, and I told Urban Decay, I emailed them and they told me to send it back in and they'll send me a brand new one, but who has time for that? I was getting ready to move to Florida, so it came right before I was leaving. Matter of fact, we had to go to the post office in Flint, Michigan just to go get it, because I had like a ton of mail waiting up there that they swear that they were trying to deliver, and they ended up delivering my Mac to the wrong address. And do you know I just now got that Mac back from all the way in January? From all the way in January, well, I say last month or so, month before last, they finally sent me one. Factory out on the edges, on the outer edge. So usually what I do is a 1, 2, 3 step, as you can see. You know, I just basically put my lid first, then I go in. Sometimes I do it reverse, depends on if it's allowed. Go in with a more detailed brush that would get that product right in the cut crease. I'm gonna cut the crease a little bit. Just gonna focus it in with this brush. I'm just cutting this crease really deep. Okay, I'm back. So this is the eye. So far, just very neutral. I'm gonna go ahead and use probably a little bit of Trick. And Trick is just a very shimmery color. And I'm gonna use this with a very, very fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna put a little bit just on the highlight area. And I think my real brows are starting to look a little better than the big box brows that I draw on usually. So I'm even embracing my natural brows. All right. Just a little bit. I'm telling you guys, this is just like lazy. Just lazy makeup day. And like I said, me and Tina Marie, I mean, we just talk back and forth about, and we have like the same symptoms and stuff, and laziness. I use a very cheap mascara because, as you guys know, I don't care about mascara at all. And my skin is peeling on my lips again. I have to do my olive oil regimen. But yeah, I use a very cheap mascara because I use lashes, so I don't need a good mascara. Now if I were to wear my real lashes out, I would definitely invest on some better marker liner. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a wing, a very, not really even a wing, but just kind of lining my look. You guys can see that because I am not good with line, but I like to do a little flick, just a little something. I did that little flick there, and then I'll just come out in a V and bring that down like that and fill that in, and then I'm going to continue to the front. Okay guys, so I did go over my eyes with my Wet n Wild liner, mega liner, and that's just to give it a nice black and sharp effect because the marker is a bit dull, which was the Clean Colors waterproof eyeliner pen. So that's kind of dull, so I just wanted a really black look. My skin has been getting darker. Normally I would wear 7.0 by itself, which is equivalent to NC45, but in Studio Fix Fluid in NC45, I cannot wear NC45 because it's too light, so I have to mix it, if that makes sense. But in what I'm gonna put on today, which is my MAC Moisture, I wear this in NC45 by itself. I have gotten a little darker, so I don't know what it's gonna look like today, but this is definitely what I put on anyways, because it's easy, it's wet, easy to apply, and if I'm just going somewhere quickly, I wanna be able to remove it when I come home. So I'm gonna take my MAC 187 brush here, and I'm just going to dabble it on like you would normally do. Now this will oxidize down to a good color. Now usually it fits me perfect after about 15 minutes, and even now you can see it's not that bad, so even though I've gotten like 3 shades darker now. But when it comes to this one, the formula is different, so I'll wear this by itself. And this, like I said all the time, as I say all the time, this NC45 would not fit a person who was really in C45. Don't look at my neck. You guys know my neck is dark, but then they get to my chest, it's completely the same color as my face. Yeah, if you were really NC45, you would definitely not pick up moisture in NC45. If you were NC45, you would pick moisture up in NC44. Today I would definitely wear, and as you can see, it's not a bad color on me. So this is once again MAC Moisture NC45, and it costs $31 to $34. I think it was $34 for this one. I know the Match Master is $31. I think this one was $34. Okay. Oh, as you can see, the coverage is light to medium because you can still see my mole on my nose. That's how I always tell a good foundation, or how thick or opaque a foundation is by what it does for those moles on my face. Next, I would just do a light blush. And Wild, I love wearing Wild blushes, period. This is Heather Silk, like period, like second to none. I have e.l.f. brushes, other brushes, I don't like them. I'm gonna use my little blush brush. This brush set that I'm using is out the Morphe set. This brush set is really cheap. It's like 70 bucks, but you get everything, and I told you guys about it already. And you also get the whole makeup pouch. It's so dirty right now, and it has like every single brush that you can possibly. I love blush, so I get a little heavy-handed with it. I like to look like I'm jolly. So I'm gonna use Ruby Woo, the infamous, cause I mean, you know, I still have to have some pizzazz to my look. I still gotta have that wow factor, like he would say on I don't think it was Food Network. Has that wow factor. Oh yeah, I still have to have some type of wow factor. And I filmed in here purposefully without like my studio lights and stuff, because this is how I would normally do my makeup. Let me zoom out. Guess you guys, you know what Ruby Woo look like. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Ruby Woo is so dry, I feel like I'm about to cut my lip. Ruby Woo mixed with an already dry lip. And that's it, guys. This would be my final look. So I'm gonna get in closer and give you guys a look. And I just wanna say, thanks for watching. I got a new hideout. Maybe we can ride out. Till we can't see signs, it's heading to London. No more, I'm getting so tired. It's like all the hasted